So, I wanted to start with National Bounce House Day. What are your thoughts about it? Are we excited? Are we, how are we celebrating our National Bounce House Day? I can tell you what Tariq is doing, but I'd love to hear more from you guys. And now we're all shy. Quita, what about you? What are you thinking? National Bounce House Day. What are your thoughts?
I'm too tired right now to think, but
Just hoping to hide in the back of the classroom. I get it.
but I'm excited. I mean, we just found out about National Bounce House Day, but my schedule is already booking up fast, so I'm super ecstatic.
Yay.
Mm.
I love it. That is excellent. I'm so glad you're excited. I won't make you talk too much more, but that's great. You've got full bookings. And then this is great for next year because we set it up. It's in the National Registry, so anybody can find it. We went ahead and made sure that it's a day that everybody can celebrate. We want to make sure that we're giving our community a chance to talk about bounce houses, safety, also fun, and like those events that are happening around in April. Some of us are kicking off of our season, right? Like let's use it. Let's make it a big thing. So super excited about that. What about you, Caleb? National Bounce House Day. You're inflatable, but still.
I wish I had a bounce house.
Yeah.
Actually, I just kind of found out about this too, so I haven't really figured out how to incorporate it into my department yet, but I'm sure we'll probably be able to figure something out. We got a school function this week anyways, so
Here we go.
that's probably how we'll be doing it.
I love it. That's excellent. So next we need inflatable. We need a like for yours, we need a nightclub, like inflatable nightclub day as well.
National Inflatable
Right?
Night Club Day, that works for me.
There
Yeah.
we go. Yes. If there's tacos, if there's pandas, there should be inflatable nightclubs also.
Absolutely.
So I love it.
Inflatable nightclub day.
There
Yeah.
you go. There's Stacie.
Right, it's inflatable nightclub night.
That's even better,
Love
actually.
I love it. I love it. That's perfect. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm hearing a common trend. That's great. You're just finding out. This is great to plan, throw some ideas, what we can do to really maximize that.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah, Stacey, I'd love
I'm totally excited
for
about
you
what
to
I did.
share. Love it.
I made an event hoc form.
Are you cutting out? Is that what's happening? I heard event hoc form. That's the last thing I heard, which is awesome. I love that.
I've had 12 or 14 people sign up in the last 3 hours because I just got around to doing the sharing.
We missed the important information.
No.
After the event hoc form. What did you say?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I made an event hoc form and then I hooked it into a post. Oh, hey guys, these guys come out and play their horns every day by my shop. Everybody listen. Jam, guys, I got a Zoom call. I just told them about you. Jam it out. Aren't they the coolest? 2 high schoolers. They just come and play their horns, walking around our shop. It's awesome. It's so happy because they just do it for free because they love to play music. Anyway. That's
horrible.
Back to the track of things. I made an event hoc form. I made a post. I'm giving away a $195 gift card so they can use it on their bounce and they have to pay for delivery. And if they want a bigger bounce, they can get a bigger bounce. But I just got around to sharing it in the last couple hours to the mommy groups. And I probably had 10 or 12 signups in the last hour. But the coolest part is, I get their emails. So those are all parents who might need bounce houses. Guess what tag they get? So.
Love it. That is excellent, Stacie. I love it. So event hoc form, was it relatively easy to make a form in event hoc to do that?
I'm a form genius. It is easy. It's actually so much easier since I don't know, at some point it got kind of upgraded, maybe a year ago. And that you can even pick themes and stuff and upload your own picture for the background. And they look a lot nicer. They used to just be kind of a chunky little form, but now they look a lot nicer. And the cool thing about forms, for anybody who doesn't know, is you make your own fields with your own answers, and you can get your own stuff in there. So I use my forms a lot when I want somebody to, for real specific, like, do you want it in your backyard, your front yard, your side yard, on your roof, whatever. You can put your own personal choices in there for people to pick from. So we use it for Santas, we use it for Easter bunnies, we use it for bounces, we use it for tents. I make forms all the time, constantly. And then they all integrate into IO. If I set it up right, I can integrate the form data right into IO. So it's cool. It's cool.
I love it.
Emails are
And I love
golden, though. Emails are golden. So if you can get emails out of this with some sort of a promo, $27 off, or enter to win a free one or whatever, that's your golden marketing, because you get their emails and you can then turn around and say, hey, sorry you didn't win, but guess what? We're going to give you $27 off. And maybe they'll still order.
I love it. And Tariq is actually doing his special for an extra week because he wants people to book any event throughout the year. If they book during National Bounce House day, week, then they'll get an extra $30 off their rental. So if they're willing to book now for the rest of the season, then it's a great way to get people booking instead of waiting until a month or sometimes a day before their before their rental. So that's a good prompt. You should book now because you'll get this incentive. So really, really cool. I like that.
Well, and if they're an IO and they have it properly set up, you can figure out who did a bounce last year. You can sort it down to those people, and you can email them now, just people who've had inflatables before, because they already know what you're doing. They already know your quality. So drill down to your people who ordered your inflatables, because they're your repeat buyers.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Get on the books early.
That's what we want. Exactly that. Great.
And now I just gave myself homework for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
You're still welcome. I love it. Yay. Okay, great. Anybody else thoughts about the promos we just talked about, or thoughts for your own business? What would work for you for incentivizing people to book right now? John, you've been in here the longest. What do you think?
I mean, I never heard of. I've been in the business for over 40 years. Never heard of bounce house day, incentives. I'm not certain. We haven't really given an incentive for booking. It's usually April through November 15th. Usually we're extremely busy. We get a lot of bookings. I have owned the business for over 30 years. So not really. I definitely want to get more drop-offs. That's something I only started since the pandemic. Before then, I wasn't doing that. So looking to do more of that, but trying to manage the equipment and see. I do a lot of supervised events for clubs and towns and villages. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep enough equipment for my high-end clients as well as my drop-offs.
And John, can you tell me a little bit more about your drop-offs? And then, yeah, Stacie, definitely.
Well, I was going to ask what's
what
his most popular thing for drop-offs? Where does he see his trend?
Oh, combos. Combos are the most popular thing for drop-offs.
Nice. Okay. I also wrote John is just so awesome that he doesn't do promos. He's just booked out for April to November. So good for you, John.
We have some very busy weekends. It's we have a lot. I've been around a long time. So people know of us. I wouldn't say we're booked solid, but we're definitely busy. I think I like an even keel, I like to manage it a little bit better. I mean, who can't use more business, but it's just trying to figure out how much to book out to save for the homeowner as opposed to to the to higher end events. This weekend here, great piece that you all should get is the 4-in-1 sports combo from Tent and Table. It's got 4 different inflatable games in it, and we bought 2 of those. We had one, and then bought the second one, and now it might be time to get a third because every single weekend that piece is going out. Non-bounce house piece at a 1-day event for $600. I mean, and I have no problem renting it. It's definitely a very impressive piece when you have it on an event site. And I mean, I played the games in it. I don't find it to be that exciting for me to play, but it seems like the more important thing is all the kids and all the parents totally love it. It's they adore it, and it's extremely impressive.
That's
Awesome.
a
What a
great
great.
piece of advice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So John, do you subscribe to the model with your drop-offs where you'll do like an early drop-off and a late pickup? Or are you trying to do like it's here from 12 to 6 or whatever your times you picked are?
We don't have enough time on the weekend with staff to do it, so we do a Thursday, Friday drop off, and we pick it up on Monday.
And do you give I'm asking this just because people like to know information and you're talking and it's usually just me talking. So do you give them a tarp in case of rain? How do you handle that
Yeah,
circumstance?
if it's a rainy weekend, we are gonna bring an additional tarp, for the unit, so if they want to cover it. But I mean, like I think I don't know what most people here, but I would say probably 75% of the clients are probably lazy. The minute they use it the first time, they're not putting the tarp back on it, so they're just gonna leave it off and they'll be fine. But the most part, I find that when we didn't bring tarps out, we had the customers call up and oh, it's wet, this or that. But if we give them a tarp and we cover it and then they take it off, and they don't put it back on when it rains, they're not calling us because they know. And then I want one of the things I think one of the greatest things I think is having our use of cell phones. When my guys set up, I get pictures of kind of like when you rent a truck out. I get pictures of all 4 sides, inside, and how they left it. So this way here, I know exactly how the unit was done. So, and that helps with the customer service and all that. So
And do you charge them a cleanup fee if they don't follow the rules and don't cover it back up and you wind up getting a waterlogged bounce back?
yeah, we very rarely does it happen. I got to credit my son. My son goes out with the inflatables and does the drop off during the pandemic, and that's when we first started doing the drop off. And I gave him a whole bunch of rules and stuff like that, and he's trained all the guys, and they basically give a verbal list of rules. And I got to tell you, most of the times we're not really worried about it. We do tell the clients to that if it's a rainy weekend on Monday that we're going to do the pickup, please make sure you turn the inflatable on, leave it on for us. I would suggest that if you can fit it in your trailer or in the vehicle you're picking up on rainy days, bring a generator. You just never know that client's going to be there, and there's no sense in tearing your vinyl or giving it more aggravation by not being able to inflate it. I'm sure if you got a bunch of inflatables out there, you can if you go to one and it's waterlogged, you can take the generator out, put it plug it in, and leave it there, and then come back for it. So at least it'll dry out while you're doing another pickup, and just move on. I think you gotta really adapt. You gotta adapt to what you're doing. Of course, it depends on how far away from the next unit there's a lot of variables, but but for the most part, what we do hasn't been too big of a problem for us.
Well,
And
thanks
John,
for that.
yeah, I was gonna say this has been really informative. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Brewster, New York, is that where you're from?
I'm in New York, yes.
You're in New York. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. Go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
No, I'm good.
Awesome. Thank you. And then I think I put the tent and table, the 4-in-1 inflatable interactive sports game. That's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's let me look at the chat there. But yeah, that is the one. That one there is definitely a must buy. It's definitely a very popular piece. When if you ever do I don't know how many on here actually do pay for plays, but I have that tent and tail piece with eye candy's axe throw, and I set that up in a row. And if they got bracelets, they can play as much as they want that game. Parents love it because they got a game they can play and doesn't cost them anymore. Or if they're paying me for tickets, it's great. They give my guy, I have one guy there. I put a bunch of stanchions in front of it. They give him a ticket and they can play every single game that's on there. And we really don't police it that much. It's just we're not giving them a prize. Guys really don't have to watch them. So and usually kids in an event like that, they're going to get bored. They're not going to hog it. So they're going to go from game to game to game, and then finally, mom's going to be like, "All right, come on, we're going to go over here and do something else." And it's just a real simple moneymaker, and people love it.
Love it. Love it. Okay. Thank you so much. That's really, really great information. I definitely eye candy axe throw. That would be a great combination.
Yeah, it's
Awesome. And I
great.
think
I got the double one.
the double one. Awesome. Love it. Love it. All right. Anybody else on your most popular inflatable that I think that's really great? Most popular inflatable that might be useful for anybody trying to do some deals for National Bounce House Day? How about you, Kelly? You're in Canada, Ontario, Howling Party Rentals. What's your best renter?
Oh, there we go. Am I unmuted now? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Can hear
perfect.
you.
Awesome. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. So we're just kind of getting started. This is our second season. Definitely for us, our dual slide combo unit goes out almost every single weekend. So it's definitely our top performer out of the 10 that we own.
Wow.
All right. All right. Okay.
How tall is that slide that you're renting out all the time?
It is 16 feet.
Yeah, see, I've got to get some 16-footers. I have the cutting edge victory lap that's in my flip book that I show customers. They always think, "Oh, can we write that as drop off?" No, I'm not doing that. That's just a big no for me as a drop off. But yeah, I got to get more 16-footers for drop off. I do rent out my palm tree double base slide a lot, but I don't like to rent out the ones that are too tall because I'm just very nervous how people are going to use them.
Yeah, I say that's what I do like about short. It's easier to handle, fits in more places for tree coverage.
Yep, yep.
Awesome. Really awesome information. Thank you so much, Kelly. What about over in Adriano? How about you? What's your best renter?
I just started basically this year. I'm new to the game. I'm still trying to see what's working for me. That's why I'm on this trying to learn. But my first year,
Absolutely. Everyone has to start somewhere. Go ahead.
I didn't hear what you say.
I said everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
I
So
know we do. Yeah. So it's my first year. So I'm working with Lino to get me up and running. And Tariq got a couple strategy from him. Just learning to see. Hopefully this year will be a good year for me for my first year.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much, Adriana. So good to remind myself, like everyone's in different stages here. John has been in the business for 40 years, which is awesome. So everywhere from 40 years to just starting out. So it's really, really great to get different perspectives, especially if you're looking to grow from people who've been very, very successful. So also Stacie. Stacie has been in the game for quite a while. She's done a lot as well. So it's really great to get different perspectives on that. So thank you. All right. Zoelle, what are we doing at Bounce My House for National Bounce House Day? What is it like around where you're at?
Yeah, so I think you had mentioned the one deal earlier. So right now we're offering $30 off to anyone that books, and then an additional $50 gift card that they can use in the future, which I think is awesome. And then one thing me and him kind of talked about in past years, they kind of did this little, I forget what he called it, but it was like a field day in our parking lot and in our field. And he just set up a bunch of bounce houses, had some vendors come out, like food trucks and stuff like that. And it was free. It was a completely free event for local people to come up and just hang out, have fun. And I suggested that we do something like that similar next year around National Bounce House Day. It brings a lot of attention, and especially, I mean, it's just an easy, free thing that we can do for the community. So I think it's great, but it's also going to bring a lot of attention to National Bounce House Day. So I'm super excited for that as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for expanding a little bit, because I was like, I know the $30, but I couldn't remember the rest of it. So that's really cool. Love that.